and gentlemen, allow us to reintroduce your hosts, Malcolm the Milkman Noel, and Scott, the Visionary Home.
This is the show where life and sports collide.
Monday night lights and the ball comes alive. The bass getting loud while the fans all arrive. From the rink to the field to the court where it's loud. Breaking down the plays while we rocking with the crowd. Wall-to-wall TV showing every big play. Half-price wings while the highlights replay. 650 well shots got the whole place vibing. The staff in the city keep the whole ball thriving. Off the bench, where the real talk lives. Off the bench, where the whole bar is. Off the bench, every week we bring that heat. Grab a drink and take a seat. Malcolm the Milkman, Noel the Milkman always delivers. Scott the Visionary, home with the takes you might shiver. Talking sports, talking life, yeah, the stories refresh. When the game meets the moment. We go off the bench. 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 Bench.
Hey,
Cheers.
cheers to another week.
Another episode. Some flat beer.
Flat beer. Yeah. And we're being healthy.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's all the illusion.
That's all it is. Do you have to have a drink while we're on podcast?
It's true. Otherwise we get parched.
Yes.
We can't talk. And then that's kind of the whole thing. But hey, the point is we're being healthy so we can be fit for our fights coming up. Because that's like in a month.
So today our episode went live.
Yeah.
So now people will have an insight on what's actually going on. You get the main event on the main card, and I'm on the encore show.
I don't think I'm the main event.
Well, no,
I'm an event.
you're in part one.
Yeah.
It's like, it's funny because like every time like we do an episode now, I'm referencing too much WWE. So like you're day one of WrestleMania, but it's I'm on day two of WrestleMania.
Oh, I see how it is.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Main event. Got it.
yeah, you get the main card, you get day one. Most people pay attention to day one, and then they get exhausted by day two. Well, hopefully not.
Yeah.
So
See if anyone can last the whole thing.
we'll see. Good luck.
Well, I mean, with that, man, we were at Bushido
Yep.
yesterday.
Yes. How's your
Good.
nose?
It's good.
I saw that you were a little bloody yesterday.
Yeah. Well, don't tell my mom.
Your mom was that other
Yeah.
person. Did you get punched in the face? But how was sparring? Like, okay,
No, it's good. Like there was obviously there was some harder rounds. Like it's interesting going sparring against like completely random people because like I've never seen any of these people before.
Mm-hmm.
And like you just like it's weird because you're just standing there in between rounds and you just kind of like make eye contact with each other and just go like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like 30 seconds later you're punching each other in the head. You're like, I have no idea what your experience
There's
like.
no contact.
Like obviously you talk a little bit, but like it's interesting because you're like, okay, well, the first like little bit you're just kind of feeling each other out and you're like being each other like, yeah. But but no, it was interesting because like the first couple rounds I did ended up being harder, and then later on everyone was slowing it down a little bit more and everything was a little bit more technical,
Mm-hmm.
which was good.
Yep.
So it was a nice
Segue.
of like getting both because like obviously you can't just go to sparring and just like wail on each other the entire time. Like that's
True.
stupid, and
True.
no one learns anything. And the whole point of sparring isn't just to go fight people.
It's to lose.
It's to work on stuff.
And lose.
Yeah.
Try things. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Does it work? What may work for one opponent may not work for another opponent.
Oh, exactly. And like having that feeling of like you're fighting for your life in there isn't a good feeling in sparring.
It's true.
Like you shouldn't be killing each other. But at the same time, if you're leaving yourself exposed, you're like, yeah, no, if it's completely open, hit me because like that's how I'm gonna learn.
For sure. I was talking to your opponent. I'm gonna call him out. And
if you're listening,
he will be listening. Trust me, he'll be listening. Because you know what? I'm gonna call him out. It's pretty simple. He said he was gonna come on today's episode, call you out, so then we had that little beef, like that little, like,
Yeah.
it would have been great for the pot, but some people just can't handle the spotlight.
he's too busy. He's such a busy guy.
We're busy. There's always ways to make time for things. So I'm calling you out.
Yeah, we got a spot right here for you.
We can make things work. I'm just saying. But like overall, at the end of the day, like, as much as we're talking about like your opponent and so forth, it is for charity.
Well, exactly. Like that's the thing. Like it is that like that's what I'm enjoying about this. Like, yes, you're getting it's a fight.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's for a good cause. And honestly, the community aspect of it is great. Like everybody, like even just going like meeting brand new people, you spar, you end up sparring a little bit harder than you were thinking, and then bell rings, everything's all good. No water under the bridge, it is what it is. And like it's such a good community, and everyone's like you just talk to each other after, like, oh, that was a good round. Like, oh yeah, you got me there with that one. Oh yeah, you got it's good.
No, you're right. You're right.
And there's nobody like there's less anger than you'd think in a boxing gym.
Yeah, correct.
Like everyone, because they have an outlet, it's a lot more controlled. Like obviously with the bell goes, people,
Yes.
but because people are training, they're more regulated.
And you're 100% correct with that statement. The one thing I'll add is it's when you're new to a gym, you kind of have to like there's an ego thing where some people feel like
Yeah.
I have to hit hard, I have to like
Yeah.
make my presence known.
Yeah.
And then when someone like checks you, then you can calm down.
Yeah.
And I think like for a lot of people in January when they went to MPT, they're like, oh, I gotta make an impression, I gotta do X, Y, and Z. And next thing you know, some of the big dogs who have been doing it for a little bit, not saying like, I'm talking about Alcides. Like
Yeah.
Alcides will punch somebody and be like, okay, I have a lot to learn.
It
Check
is
their
true.
attitude. So all I'm gonna say, but like it's a charity event. So like the aggression won't be the same because at the end of the day,
We're
we're
doing
all
this.
coming
Yeah.
together for Punch Out MS.
It's
It's a huge
yeah.
it's a huge autoimmune disease that there is no cure, and
Yeah.
we're putting ourselves in the ring to help somebody with funding, whether it's like someone who just found out they have MS, someone who's dealing with MS, the doctors who are trying to find ways to combat it to make sure people have a full life in the end of the day.
That's exactly it. Like we're fighting so people that can't or have been fighting for themselves, we can fight for them.
And we're
there's
fighting to bring awareness
Yeah,
to a
exactly.
cause.
Exactly.
So that's the one thing I love about all the charity events, whether it's, Jay and Waddle Costa or Brett Lucier with the fight to end homelessness. You're fighting to bring a cause. Yes.
Exactly.
And it's huge because now more people are going to, you get people knowing about boxing, knowing about the gyms, but they're knowing about what London Health Sciences is actually providing the actual community.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Yeah. I honestly that like the growth, like obviously we talked about this a lot with Jay last week, but like the growth that these events have in the city, like Fight to End was massive.
Yes.
Punch Out is just growing exponentially. Like how big is it that you have one event the next year that's even bigger. The third year, now you got to have two events because you get so much traction.
Yeah. London, there is a lot of people who want to try something new, and
Yeah.
London has a huge community of people that want to help.
Yeah.
Like the moment there's a cause, London steps up. And it's like it's that sentiment about London where we always make that joke is London's just a small town, big city.
It is.
Right?
It's a weird big
It's weird because if you're from London, we rate you from what high school? Like, oh yeah, I grew up in the East End. What high school you go to? Oh, I went to CCH. Oh, my buddy, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. Or I went to CCH. Like, when did you graduate? And like that's how like a lot of people in London like gauge. But like big cities, you don't have that opportunity, right? Because you're too big.
Well, and a lot of people come from outside.
Exactly. Yeah, no, London is definitely a community that cares about each other and cares about, growing and giving back. So
Yeah.
that, hey, that's why I have Milky Way Apparel. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to give back.
Yeah.
So, and especially as we're talking about our boxing event, on our website, on the podcast section, you can donate to either myself or Scott here and, put a little bit of your hard-earned money into a good cause for Punch at MS, as well as we'll have our own personalized gear that a portion of that will also go to Punch at MS as well.
See, that's fantastic.
Then my website actually will launch the day this episode launches.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I gotta work on a sick design. I don't know what I'm thinking yet.
Talk to Zach
See. Ooh, true. Maybe might have to.
because he can whip something up real quick, and I can work with magic, and
Oh yeah.
it's a long weekend.
Oh, it is a long weekend, isn't it?
We won't be recording on Monday.
Yeah, I always forget. Is it good? It's Good Friday though. Monday's not a long weekend.
I know.
You're taking the whole thing, aren't you?
Unfortunately,
No, that's fine.
no. Fortunately,
Yeah.
I have a dinner to go to on Monday. Not unfortunately, it is fortunate.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good dinner. It's always good to hang out with family, right?
Exactly.
So we will not record on Monday.
Oh no, I have to hang out with family. No, you like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're a big family guy.
But we'll just have to figure out another day to do an episode. Whether we come here, do a quick episode about the Jays. They're, new
Yeah, what is happening?
new MLB season.
Yeah, like they just like decided all of a sudden we have the best pitchers to kick off the year.
You know what?
Like they're just like playing like crazy. Like the problem with the baseball though is like it is so long. Like
Mhm.
you could literally start off 30-0 and not make the playoffs.
Look at the Jays last year.
Like
They started this whole season horrible.
yeah,
And then finished in the World Series.
yeah, exactly.
Came second place. Like, that's huge.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's been a good start of the season. So I've heard. I mean,
Actually, since we may not do an episode on Monday, we could arrange to do an episode, like a tour episode, take a day off of work and go catch a Jays game in Toronto. April 8th, I believe, is the date. It's a Wednesday.
we'll
We
put a
can
pin in that for
convene.
now. We'll figure it out.
Convene, because the Dodgers are playing the Jays.
Why that day? They play literally every day between now and like October.
Hey, gotta show love to my Dodgers. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm expecting them to repeat.
To three-peat?
Triple crown.
Get the three-peat? Yeah.
Repeat, triple crown.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, Jays are different story. But yeah, a lot of things down the pipe. A lot of things, we're talking about. We have the punch out, we have the website is gonna be relaunched, and there's gonna be tons of new stuff for women as well. So it's not just men's stuff, not just unisex stuff. There's gonna be like a women's section. So that's all been taken care of now. So
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. You've had a pretty solid lineup on there especially for like women's clothing and stuff. Mostly because you got Steph in your corner going, "Hey, I want this,"
Mhm.
and you're like, "Okay, if I make it, I might as well just put it on the site."
there's that. Well, here's the other thing is I understand the economy is hard right now. Not a lot of people can buy,
Gas.
top-notch gear, premium gear. It for a lot of people who don't work multiple jobs, it's tough.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to realign the website so people can afford it.
Yeah.
So people don't have to always go thrifting. Don't get me wrong, thrifting is fun. People can make a killing off of thrifting. And, sometimes fashion is timeless.
That's true.
But when you have a good cause, you have a good cause.
And Punch Out MS is a great cause.
Punch Out MS is a good cause. Another one is Hutton House is a great
Hutton
cause.
House is a fantastic cause.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Hutton House. I'll actually have some gear up for Hutton House as well.
Oh,
That's actually going to be dedicated to, like, if someone buys it, they'll get.
That's actually awesome.
You know what I mean? So the focus is always to give back to community. That's what our podcast is.
Yeah.
Is to get off the bench. Milky Ways to basically getting off the bench and giving back.
Well, exactly, because like off the bench doesn't necessarily just mean sports. Doesn't mean
No,
get
no,
off
no.
the bench and go play sports. It means get off the bench, get off your couch, get off whatever, and go out and do stuff.
Yes. Whether it's volunteering, going to the gym, hanging out with friends and being social.
Yeah.
Like
Get out and do things.
yes. Because
Have
it's
conversation.
very easy just to hibernate and watch TV all day and feel bad for yourself.
Especially now. Well, now that it's getting nice out.
Yes.
I know we mentioned this before, but like it's close
close,
to biking
close.
season.
It's close.
Biking season.
Biking season, golfing season. Like there's so many seasons.
Yeah.
But it's almost there. But yeah, that's what Off the Bench is. It's a podcast that's telling you to go and do something. And even if you're a gamer, put on a camera, start streaming, build a community there. Like that is you doing something. You're engaging with the community, engaging with the world. That's Off the Bench. Maybe I'll do a side channel of like esports.
Esports?
Overwatch or Marathon.
For the record, I am terrible at video games.
Maybe this will allow me to play a little bit more.
Okay.
I have too many side projects. I bartend, I do this, I do that.
Yeah, you should probably start another thing.
Actually, it's funny. I was at trivia on Wednesday and the trivia master was just like, yo, Malcolm, you have a podcast? He's like, yeah, you and I should start one. I was like, great. You start one thing and now everyone wants to hop on and start something with you. And it's like, I'll consider it.
Hey, trying to cheat on me? I see how it is.
No, I didn't say yes to anything. I didn't say yes. There is nothing, but overall, we can keep talking, we can go. But I know today we have like an objective because something serious happened on Friday. So before we get into that, I'm Malcolm the Milkman.
Scott the Visionary Hone.
This is episode 29.
29.
29.
I feel like I say that every time, but
29. Yeah, we're episode 29. 28 just dropped and 29.
Damn.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
It happened again.
I can't believe what I'm about to say. Tiger Woods got hit with I can't even say another DUI because he didn't get charged for a DUI the last time. Let me rephrase this. Tiger Woods flipped his car again.
Yeah. I thought he was good at driving.
He is very good at driving.
Yeah, and 300 yards after that garbage.
Okay. I was at work heading over to tasting room. I got to tasting room, getting ready for my shift. And I was picking up a shift. So I was like, I was in a good mood and blah, blah. And then I look at the TV. Tiger Woods in a car accident. And I was just like, we were just talking about Tiger Woods.
Yep.
About, the trophy league that him.
Is that what it's called now? Trophy golf?
Yeah. Trophy golf league. We were just talking about like how, how
it's really cool.
How it's cool, how it's innovative, how he's putting his money towards something and, give him back in a sense to the sport of golf.
It's just dumb.
I don't understand. Okay. I get it. Sometimes people have problems where they drink a little bit too much and they want to drive. It happens to the best of us. But it's tough because like you're not only putting your life on the line, you're putting other people's life on the line when you drink and drive. It's unacceptable.
Well, especially when you have that much money. When you're like, okay, if I had $100 million, I don't know how much money he has, probably something like that. But if I had $10 million, you can afford a driver. You can afford an Uber.
You and I can afford an Uber.
Exactly.
You and I can afford keys, please, or
but like
keys, thanks, because
you can have a driver, a permanent driver that just drives you around. It's like all these like at pro athletes, like whether it's like all of the sports, they're all having these issues, and it's just because they're being dumb.
They're being selfish.
It is like someone is investing all of their money into you, and that is the most selfish thing you can do by getting drunk, getting behind the wheel of a car, and getting in an accident.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. Whether it's you're making millions of dollars or you're making $20, doesn't matter. Like once you drink and drive and you're in that state, you are not considerate of the other person or
Yeah.
other people. Especially like celebrities, I hold you to a certain standard because
You're in the public.
people are investing so much time, money. They're looking you up. They're looking up how you were raised because they look
Kids they look up to you. They want to be you.
exactly. I guess that saying, you never want to meet your heroes, is a true statement because what Tiger Woods just did.
Yeah. It's just sad. Like, there's been so many scandals like that like, and it's all, you see all these crazy athletes that are like world class athletes, and they have these insane scandals that like cost them hundreds of millions of dollars, costs companies hundreds of millions of dollars, and like they're the ones that have invested all of this into people. Like, it's nuts.
Here's the thing, like everyone makes mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You know, if you had just one glass of extra wine and it hit you at the end, I get it.
But at the same time, at that point, you're bigger than just you. Like, that's one thing that I find interesting with. Okay, so I'm gonna change it a little bit.
Okay.
So
Bring it on.
you know, college sports, they brought in all the NIL stuff.
Yes, I hate it.
I think it's interesting because the NIL, I don't think any of it's guaranteed.
To a degree. Yeah, to a degree.
Because it's not a contract to play with a team. It's them wanting to buy your name, image, likeness. Like, they're basically using you for marketing.
Yes.
So if you ruin your own image, you're no longer marketable.
Okay.
And if you're no longer marketable, the checks stop coming in.
Okay.
So I think the NIL, as toxic as it could be, and like players jumping ship constantly, it has its bonuses. It has its deficits, but it also has some bonuses, and you can see what these kids look like when you give them a bunch of money. It gives you like a preview before they get their big paydays.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
100% makes total sense. Makes total sense.
Because like, if I hand this kid $1 million and he's out there blowing all his money, partying, doing all this, and that's taking away, and then he's declining as an athlete, but rising as a media star. Once he gets to that next level, no one's gonna want a part of that.
Okay. I feel like you have a point. So I'm going to pause you for a second. I think we would have had a different Johnny Manziel if NIL was.
Exactly.
I think he would have matured faster because he would have made his mistakes in college before he made it in the NFL.
You're making your mistakes on a slightly smaller scale.
Yep.
Instead of being one of the, because think about how many NFL players there are. There's
too many.
But there's only 54 players on 32 teams.
Correct.
That's not that many people compared to the number of people that play in college sports.
Correct. And college sports, it differentiates from D1, D2, D. There's too many teams.
Exactly. But if you can, it's like everybody makes mistakes when they're young.
Yep.
But it's how you learn and grow from them.
Correct.
But all of these kids, once you hit that level, you can be one and done.
Yeah. Okay. With NIL, I think if you were smart and have the right people around you, it can actually propel your career in the next level.
Exactly.
So if you have an NIL, you can hire that agent that can get you drafted. You can hire that financial advisor that'll be able to, well, if you're getting this much money, we can buy this business. So
using it properly instead of just blowing it.
You can build generational wealth. You know what? You get that NIL money, you can buy your mom or your dad that house that they dream of because it's not your first paycheck in the NFL.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can set yourself up or buy your education.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of them get scholarships, but they get scholarships to play, not to learn. So then, there's avenues. That's what NIL is supposed to be. It's not to buy that fancy car, not the Bugatti or the Rolex, or the suede shoes, or fund that school in Africa.
But I think that like that's the switch that's gonna happen though.
Yes.
Because you're gonna get these players that are like, "Oh no, I'm going to college to make money to set up my future."
Yes, I would say that is going to be the case, due to the fact that with social media, everyone sees everything.
Yeah, all these scandals they come out so fast because everybody sees everything. Like think about obviously there was scandals before social media,
100%.
but they weren't blown up to the
They were
same
worse.
proportion.
They were worse.
No, they weren't blown up to the same
Okay,
proportion.
okay,
There was
okay.
less of like obviously the big ones like OJ and
When you said that, I was
like
just like,
the big ones.
I
Yes.
I think
But those
OJ
are
Simpson is the reason why everyone loves a Bronco now.
that's true.
That photo is iconic.
Yeah. But no, what I mean is like it's just different.
Yes. Yeah.
Like everything is on display now. So like if a football player or an athlete or any athlete, they go out clubbing, everyone sees it. Back in the 80s, 90s, they could do like
And then get people to sign an NDA.
think about back in the day, like the Bulls. Rodman, he who had his crazy headlines,
Yes, he did.
but I guarantee it was probably a lot worse than those headlines.
Yes, they were. Yep.
But none of that came to light the way it would these days.
No, because everyone has basically a device in their pocket that they can capture and get the next payday.
Exactly. And everyone's just like
Or
the
get their likes.
athletes.
Not even paydays. Like,
Exactly. Just like the athletes, people are always looking for a payday, especially in the society these days.
it's true. I do also want to say that in today's world, people are less forgiving.
Yeah.
Um,
Because
and
they're looking for something to like attack.
we as a society now, and I'm talking about as a whole society, we are becoming more and more negative about everything. We can't always look for the positive in things. Obviously, we know what the state of the world is right now. There is a war going on in the world. There's down south, and I hate talking politics. Down south, there's
Yeah,
that.
all of that stuff.
There's so much X, Y, and Z that's going on that I don't really want to talk about. But it is what it is.
But
But everyone's just always in the negative aspect of everything, and they have a hard time looking for the positive. The gas prices now, 175, close to $2 a liter. Like, it's hard.
so I think, well, especially with social media and the way algorithms and stuff work, everyone focuses on the negative because it's that shock value. And then the way these algorithms work, if you look at it, you'll see more of it.
Yeah.
So I think everyone needs to honestly focus on trying to build those positive algorithms. Like there's some pages and stuff that I follow that are like, yes, we know everything is crazy going on in the world, but here are some really great news stories that
Mhm.
are positive. And then you look through those and you're like, oh, that's sweet, cool, they did that. Oh, I didn't know that was happening. But those are those things that are completely overshadowed by everything else that's going on in the world because everyone looks at the news and it's just terrible things.
It's true.
So you got to like everyone has to try.
Get you. I think the other thing and the kicker is like you're right. With negative, it's the shock value. It's just like, oh my God, I can't believe a human being did that.
Yeah.
It's like that value is just like, oh, like, I'm not going over there because they're killing everybody. It's just like, well, if you pay attention to actually read the full story, it was a certain thing. It's not the whole picture.
Yeah, but then you just see more and more of it. And it's just like it's that
And then it
cycle.
takes you down that rabbit hole of negativity. And then you start bringing that into your workplace, your relationships, and X, Y, and Z. It's
But
like,
that's one of those things. Like it just turns people into negative people.
yeah.
Like okay, here's another funny algorithm one for you. Even sorry, Spotify. Sometimes your algorithm
It's bad.
is the worst.
It's bad.
Okay.
There's a reason why I went back to vinyl.
Yeah. No, but like, so if you have like your liked songs on shuffle, sometimes I honestly Spotify shuffle sometimes. Not good.
It's
Not good at all.
horrible. It's horrible.
It'll be like, well, every time you hit shuffle, we're playing the same 5 songs. And then it goes, "Oh, you keep listening to these 5 songs. I think we should play them more." And then it just slowly narrows it down and down and down until it's always one song and you're just like, "I skip this song every single time. You just keep putting it on." And it's like, "But you like this song." Like, "'Cause you keep putting it on."
Yeah. That's how a lot of the algorithms are actually working now.
Yeah, like, 'cause they see that your eyes are on it, so watch our stuff. Pay more attention to our stuff, and then you'll see more of our stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The other thing I'll say is you're 100% right with the algorithm. Until they get hit, right? I look at in 2021 and 2020, there was this genre of influencers that were out there.
Yep.
I don't want to say their name because I don't want to get hit in the algorithm with them. But if you're a woman, you know who I'm talking about. If you're a man, all I'm going to say is you're not an alpha man. You're not an alpha man. Like, stop.
You're an alpha dog.
There's a lot more to being a human, being a man, being a woman, being whatever, than categorizing yourself to like alpha and warrior and king and emperor and blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to be a dictator in life to be a good person. To be successful in life, you don't have to be those things. There's ways to do it, but it's also having the motivation, the drive, and having some self-respect, whether it's for you or
Yeah.
somebody else.
Exactly.
But, and going back to what we're talking about, algorithms, they're slowly switching because they were getting sued.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It transitioned out.
Right. So my wife actually recently told me about, there's this new documentary that came out of Manosphere. And it's talking about those influencers about alphaness.
Oh, yeah. Is that good?
I haven't watched it yet,
Yeah.
but I said it's funny because
I like a good documentary.
there is a woman version of that alpha world, right? That no one talks about, but they always focus on the man version because it was very successful during 2020 and 2021.
But they're both successful.
You know what I mean? But their careers are kind of dead in a sense. That's why they're going into MMA, because they're trying to get in an audience because they can't influence the same way they used to.
Yeah.
Right? They probably still have their Patreon or
Well, I mean,
fans.
I'm sure they're getting all like shadow banning,
Yep.
whatever.
But like that mentality is switching, which also companies need to do better with their algorithms to like control what people are listening to and allow people to listen to the right things, but also
That's the
use
problem.
critical thinking.
It's like you're only seeing what is on your phone when you're scrolling through. So like sometimes, like if you don't know it's there, you'll just never find it, and then it just dumps you down those rabbit holes. Like we've all been down a YouTube rabbit hole.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, and then you're just like, it's 3:00 in the morning, and why am I learning about, I don't know, sewing? Like, why am I watching someone build a mud hut at 4:00 in the morning?
The amount of YouTube videos that I go down the hole with, like from gaming to technology to like finances to like,
I mean, you learn a lot of cool stuff, but like,
man, from cooking, like Uncle Roger is one of my favorite, like
he's so
favorite comedian / reviewer. Honestly, if you've never watched Uncle Roger, you will understand. And I'm going to say this: we do not like Jamie Oliver. That's all I'm going to say. For you, but
it's funny though that you mentioned that, because Jamie Oliver was introduced to me in high school, actually. Not the actual person.
Yeah.
Well, like seeing who he is, because he had a series where he would like go into schools.
Yes, that's how he got big.
Yeah, and he would like help them fix their lunch programs and stuff. Like, that isn't a great thing.
Yes.
So like, I would never say, "Oh no, he's not a good person," because he definitely changed the lives of a lot of people.
Yes, he did that. But the problem is now he's gotten so big that he's making recipes. And you know what? I'm going to say this as polite as I can. Is Britishing up cultural dishes.
What?
The British used to go in,
Uh,
colonize a lot of places. They're obviously
oh
doing that
yeah.
with like there's a reason why I say watch Uncle Rogers. If you haven't, trust me, he's a great comedian. If you have a chance to go to his show, I would love if he came to Canada because I'd definitely go check him out. He'd probably go to Vancouver, but or Toronto, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But honestly, like for you, but back to what we're talking about, like with the scandals, that's as we're talking like the algorithms and people with negatives, more people are going to go down that path, and then that's how these things happen. These scandals, we always laugh about Michael Jordan and how he retired, and
I still don't think he retired.
the joke is, the rumor is that he was actually banned for gambling.
Yeah, he was suspended for a year or something, and
For
then he
gambling, right?
played it off.
Which is, they cared about his image that much that if that is true, smart move.
It's true.
It's a very smart move because you don't ruin the image of the NBA and you don't ruin the image of Jordan, because Jordan was bringing so much money to the
Oh,
NBA.
he was their world super
Yeah.
super.
And it only happened once. And now maybe that's why he retired. I don't know. Who knows? But then you have Tiger Woods who gets
He's lighting it up in NASCAR now.
yes.
Yeah, crazy. Who would have thought?
Finding more ways. LeBron is still playing. He has to find ways to be relevant again.
Like,
You know what I mean?
Jordan's like, I'm getting another ring or a cup or whatever.
I'm doing something that LeBron can't do.
Give me championships.
Michael Jordan, winner.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, he's proven that.
It's true. It's true. The other thing is, there's the Brett Favre situation where he ruined his name. AD with social media, having the burner accounts. It's like,
yeah. Well, even Kyrie.
yes, yes. Here's an even bigger one: is Kanye West.
Oh well, yeah.
The different personality. He just released an album last week, and he has the Kanye and the Ye. And it's like the Ye version of version that we hate because we all wish for the old Kanye. So he's like, he put both of them on there. So it's like, is it like split personalities is the reason why he went crazy on Ye? And that's the reason why he went in that aspect. But it's like,
maybe I'm out of touch, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
we'll convene after. Okay. Another great example would be Diddy.
Okay, yeah.
Or 50 Cent.
Okay, but 50 Cent's hilarious.
Until yeah, 50 Cent's
he's pretty funny.
He is. But with all these different allegations, it's negativity, but then you see the positive people doing something good with, like 50 Cent doing the documentary. He's making money off of it for exposing negative people.
Yeah. But well, that's the thing. Like, they're bringing all of this negativity
to make a profit.
Because it gets eyes on it. But if someone, like, people make all of these amazing documentaries, like, well, shout out to Hidden House. The Patch.
Yes.
They have their docu-series.
Yep.
I got to see their pre-screening before
the
premiere.
Yep.
And it's so good. They did such a good job with it.
Good for them.
But like things like that, if more people watch and pay attention to those things, like go out and like see all of the good things that people are doing instead of focusing on, like, I don't know, the fights at Masonville Mall or whatever.
We're relevant.
Yeah. You see those things flying out, like stuff like that happening,
It's
but then
so
you don't
true.
see all the good things people are doing.
There's so much good things that people are doing. Whether it's like, you're checking us, and I appreciate everyone who does watch our podcast. Our numbers are going up. Thanks for those people who are looking at the positive things that we're trying to do.
Exactly.
There's so many other great podcasts out there in London, Ontario.
So I hate talking about all those negative things. It's like, it just keeps, I feel like even us, like you
go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You just did it.
I know.
It's
so easy.
Yeah.
But hey, then you have people like, well, I'll bring up another one. LeBron James. He has you can hate on him all you want for whatever, but like he jumped into the NBA out of high school.
Yep.
He's been with the same person the entire time.
Yep.
No cheating scandals.
Correct.
Kids.
Yep.
Same wife.
Yep.
He has gone into where he grew up and built a bunch of schools.
Yep.
I forget what the school's called. It's like a ICANN or something.
I believe it's the ICANN schools. I believe you're right with
something
that.
like that. But like he does all that and
Fact check it later.
yeah. But he's doing all these great things, but then everyone's like, he's lost a couple championship games. But like
he's lost 6 championships. That's what everyone cares about. It's the negative aspect.
Like, how many schools did you build?
You know what I mean?
Like
it's true.
It's things like that need to be more like talked about more.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong with that. It's very easy to go down the rabbit hole and focus on the negative aspect. And as society, we do it, whether it's you're in a relationship, you find the negatives and you don't focus on the things that are happening. In the NBA, we have something seriously amazing going on right now. LeBron is 42 years old, 41, 42 years old. He's old. He's in his 40s and he's still relevant. It reminds me when Vince Carter was still playing and he was still an asset because he was mentoring. But LeBron's doing something different. He's breaking records and he's still relevant and he can still do it.
But he's setting the standard. He's showing people what they can do if you
take care of your body.
If you take care of your body, if you stay out of like don't do any stupid things.
Yep.
And then you're fine.
It's true.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Look at how much Luka has changed since he went to the Lakers.
Luka has a lot of negativity going on in his world right now, but
he does. He just goes as bad.
But he's
changed
his persona.
Yes, because in Dallas at one point everyone was like, "Oh, it's fat Luka." He's like slowing down, getting lazy, all this, and then he goes onto a team with someone that is a bigger. Like LeBron may not be better than Luka right now, but he can still look at he's still someone that Luka will look up to. If he says something, he'll listen.
Correct,
because he has that pull.
All right, for a second,
like a player coach.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that because I look at LeBron James. I hate to say it, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. I can't believe I just said that. It is what it is. You can heart me in the comments all you want. It is what it is. If you look at when he came into the league, he didn't have a role model to guide him while in the league. He messes with MJ, Kobe, but he didn't have a teammate to guide him to that next level.
Which makes it even more amazing that he's
able to do that.
Done all of this and been clean the whole time.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like we all harp him for the decision to go to Miami. I view that as he went to college. Like you left Cleveland to go to college, and then he came back to Cleveland and gave them a championship.
Yeah.
Like everyone else goes to college and wins the NCAA tournament and blah, blah.
But honestly, that's what they really needed that though. Cause him leaving meant Cleveland went down, which meant they could get some good players and then he can come back and finish the
job.
Yeah.
So I look at that. I look at, there's LeBron in that aspect, hockey, there's one of my favorite players in NHL right now is Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Ovechkin I'm a Calgary Flames fan.
He's a grinder.
Through and through. But I look at Ovechkin and what he means to hockey for me is what a lot of people that used to watch Wayne Gretzky or this generation's Connor Bedard or
Connor McDavid.
Yeah. Or what I wish his career was a little bit better, Sidney Crosby. But injuries played a huge part.
Sidney Crosby's had a fantastic career.
It could have.
He had some injuries that he could have been.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He could have been even better than what he is. But I look at.
But I view Ovechkin and Crosby. They came in at the exact same time, and it's those two. It's just kind of a cool battle.
It's true. Or
especially because in hockey, it's always kind of been Canada versus Russia.
It's true. U.S. is catching up quickly.
Well, yeah.
Quickly. And unfortunately, we have to say rest in peace to the Goudreau brothers because we would have had that. But
True.
someone had to get drunk behind a car, and then we go down a negative path again.
See, that's the problem.
So, as you can see, we're drinking ginger ale right now.
Yeah.
So, if you have a drinking problem, please, reach out to your family, reach out to like an AA service, just talk to somebody. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah.
But
hey, honestly, so the real reason I really wanted to not that we drink a lot, but it was one of those I was just like, I just want to, for one, cut it out for the boxing and everything. So I mean, that's just an excuse. I just wanted to prove it to myself that like have that discipline because you don't realize how often like there's always some sort of an event because you're like, oh, just stop. You're like, oh, but then it's someone's birthday and then it's a Christmas party and then it's this.
or a festival, or you can get down a very dark path. And you're right, and it sucks because we're bartenders.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So everyone's
it is honestly the way the world is going now. Because we've mentioned this before, but like there's a lot more mocktails and stuff out there. I know you don't believe in mocktails.
I don't believe in mocktails because I don't believe we should be charging so much for a mocktail when it's just juice, crafted juice.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I get it.
It is what it is.
You know what I mean? But then you can't.
But there are some really cool like.
Oh, for sure. No gronies.
Yeah.
No alcohol. Like there's juniper tonics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great things out there. But I think the craft beer, non-alcoholic craft beer, is probably like on point.
Yeah, exactly.
But the non-alcoholic wine is not on point. It's horrible.
The grape juice?
The horrible grape juice.
Yeah.
It's horrible. So all I'm gonna say is Stay Classy IPA was one of my favorite IPAs, non-alcoholic.
Cheers to being healthy.
Some good ginger ale.
Yep.
But all right.
Okay, but when we were talking about all these scandals, I realized Tiger Woods just got in the latest one.
Yeah.
But there's been some really good like redemption arcs of people getting in, like having these scandals and then moving past it.
I have a great one in mind, but go ahead.
Well, like Tiger Woods. What happened? How many years ago did that happen now? Like 15 years ago? It was a while ago.
5 years ago.
Was it? No, it was longer ago than that.
Are you talking about the one where his wife caught him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was a little bit longer. That was about 15. No, that was about 9 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
That was about 9 years ago.
But like he had all that, and then he slowly came back, and then was like,
then won the Masters.
and it was his big redemption arc, and like how he like.
But then he did it again.
Yeah. Well.
Then he did it again.
Yeah.
Like this is his third one.
True. But the point is,
sorry, I'm going down that rabbit hole.
The point is, kids, if you fuck up one time, you can still redeem yourself. You're not a lost cause.
It's true.
Is what I'm getting at.
You are 100% correct.
But that's what I mean. How it's good that NIL, like these kids are experiencing this when they're younger, because they can fuck up and redeem themselves, and it's not the end.
It's true.
Like if you fuck up, yes, you're gonna set yourself back a whole bunch, but it's not the end, and you can still have a career. You can still move forward.
Correct.
Maybe your draft stock will drop, but sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes that can land you on the right team.
Yes.
Because you see a lot of these players that like they're always trying to like, I want to be the number one pick. Like as much as I'd love to be the number one pick, I would love to be the number one player, but not the number one pick.
Same. I'd rather be drafted in the second round than the first round.
Because you're like, I would rather go to
the right team.
Because, well, you see it so much how the right coaches make players the right people. Well, like look at what happened with Seattle. He got that number one draft pick. He was on the Jets. That was a train wreck.
Yes, it was.
Then he got bounced around the league a little bit till he found the right fit in Minnesota, which was a great fit.
Don't worry about it.
And then Minnesota was like, you know what? We respect you. We respect what you did. We're moving in a different direction. Go find the right situation for you. He goes and finds the Seahawks, and there he is. But that there's those redemption arcs. Like,
True.
obviously the scandals that drop them through the draft rankings can change that as well. But like, people have an issue and they get shifted to another team, or like Deshaun Watson, you get a really good contract and then shenanigans happen. But
Okay,
next-
so when we're talking about redemption, I will say this. There is one person that I hope does make the Hall of Fame in the NFL, even though he had one of the biggest scandals ever. Michael Vick.
I was going to mention that.
Before the dog allegation, and it's always going to live with him. I have a dog. You've had a dog.
Yeah.
We get gambling as a huge thing. Animal abuse is another thing. Put them together, you have the Michael Vick situation. He will never get past that, because at the end of the day, I'm going to look at Michael Vick and being like, thank God it wasn't my dog, because I might have to John Wick your ass. But moving past that, and look what he did after he did his time in jail, because he did go to jail.
Yeah.
And then Andy Reid came to jail and visited Michael Vick and chatted with him. He's like, have you learned your lesson, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, I just, you know what, at this point, I want someone to take a chance on me so I can like at least try to make it back to everybody. And now he came back, played for the Eagles. Then he played for Pittsburgh, and he played for like a few other teams. Played for the Jets.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he played for the Jets. He's gone through his retribution, and
Now he's a big advocate.
Now he's an advocate for animal abuse and all that. And he got into that whole situation because he thought he was larger than life.
Exactly. That's
right. And he had the wrong people in his circle. So people influenced him in a very negative aspect, making you're Michael Vick. You were Mr. Madden on the cover of, I want to say he was on the cover of 3 or 4. But don't quote
sounds accurate.
Don't quote me on that. And he was Mr. Atlanta. He was a Chico. You play him in Madden, you just run the ball with him and like
yeah, exactly. Everyone hates you.
Now he's the coach in college, educating the younger youth on how to get into the league. He is reminding me of what Deion Sanders is, but Deion Sanders is all about me and this is what I could do for you, where Michael Vick's just like,
this is what you should do for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's an amazing redemption arc. And I hope the NFL looks at that past his career and be like, we're going to induct you to the Hall of Fame because the impact and the culture that you have provided. Yes, people make mistakes. You can overcome them.
Yeah.
So
I like, honestly, yeah, it's things like that like, yes, obviously he served his time. That this is why the laws are the laws.
Yeah.
It's not a forever. It's not a life punishment. Is
people are always going to look at him, but it's what you do past it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not what you did. It's what you're doing.
Yes.
And he's doing a lot of good things. But those are the influences that these kids need. They don't need these like people flying around doing all these crazy flashy things, like getting into those lifestyles.
True.
I do think it's interesting though that with the NIL, a lot of these kids will opt to not go into the draft to stay in college an extra year.
It's true. It's smart.
Because like, especially if you're making enough off of this right now, and you're not ready for the next level at this second, because it used to be people would rush in as fast as possible. You're getting a lot more older guys coming in.
No. Okay. I'm gonna fix that. The reason why you're getting the older guys is because they couldn't get an opportunity because they went to the big names. They went to Alabama. They went to LSU. They went to Ohio. They went to Michigan thinking, I'm good enough. And then they weren't getting playing time.
Yeah.
So then they transferred out and go to a team that actually give them an opportunity. And then that's why I say I think we're seeing a lot of older great players is because of NIL, they are getting an opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it honestly it makes a lot of sense, like, in that aspect. You're not seeing as many of the guys that just go to one school, don't transfer ever, which in that aspect is kinda not great.
True.
When people bounce around schools every year, every other year.
True.
But there's been a lot of great players that they've started at one school, wasn't the best situation for them.
Hmm.
They transferred to a different school. Now they're the starter. Maybe they're a little bit older. Now they're the starter at a totally different school, and then they just light it up. But with the NIL, that gives like the players more of an incentive. So like if I'm seeing you, I'm realizing that you're really good. You're definitely better than what we have, but you're not getting the playing time that you want. I can offer you a little bit. You come over here, you get your playing time.
Then you can go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Get your payday. Here's another thing is like we're talking about all these allegations. We're talking from, golf, NFL, hockey has a ton.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hockey, soccer, you barely hear. The one you never hear is MLB.
That's because they're too busy. They have games all the time.
Like I'm now that I'm talking about all these allegations, can't think of an allegation. And you know what? We have a guest that's in the background. Rob, do you know of any allegations in the MLB that you can think of other than Derek Jeter? Now I'm thinking,
Ohtani, yeah.
what about it?
Yeah.
But like, there hasn't been any heavy allegation that's been legit. Like this person did something. Like the premise is Tiger Woods, right? There's nothing at that level for the MLB.
Okay, but this is why baseball has 82 games.
Yeah.
How many? 182?
182.
Yeah, 182 games.
Yeah.
You're so busy.
It's true. It's true.
In football, you have 17 games, 20 if you're lucky.
Yes.
So 20 weeks versus 10 months of the year.
And in those months that you're not playing baseball, you're training, you're getting stronger for the next season. Or it's the only time you can actually weightlift.
Or they have the World Baseball Classic
right.
or whatever. So they're just busy.
So the solution is to make these athletes busier.
Yeah.
All right, NBA, you're getting more games.
Yeah.
Adam Silver,
double it.
Listen to this. You'll cut down on your allegations.
Seriously, just don't give people free time.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't see us doing stupid things. We don't have time.
We don't have time to do stupid things.
Nobody got time for that.
Working. Like same with our sponsor, Pest Case Scenario. He's always on the job.
Yeah, he's always busy.
He's always on his phone. There's always an opportunity for someone to call him because you never know when a pest may get in.
Yeah. When you're busy, you can't do stupid things.
Right. So it's
like when people
funny.
It's the off seasons when they get bored, they start partying, they start doing dumb things, buying all these cars. Like, hey, here's one. John Jones. He's been in and out of the news.
Yep.
He's had plenty of issues, but it's because like when you make a ton of money all at once, and then it's like, all right, cool, now we're chilling.
I'm gonna take a year off and chill.
Exactly. That's when they start doing like Conor McGregor. He's done so many dumb things.
It's because he has too much money and too much free time on his hands.
But that's what I'm saying.
So the solution is
no.
Yeah. Another one in the books. Off the bench, London. Where life and sports collide. Let's go. If you're rocking with the show, let me hear you say yeah. Hit the like, subscribe, show the love everywhere. From the city where the fans never sit on the fence. Every week we bring the heat off the bench. If you're rocking with the crew, let me hear you say whoa. Spotify, YouTube, let the whole world know. Turn the volume up loud when the episode ends. We'll see you next week off the bench. Big love to the sponsors that keep this alive. The spots where the city pulls up every night. The clubhouse, where the game's on the wall. Cold drinks, big screens, best sports bar at the mall. Best case scenario, keep the city stress-free. If the bugs try to move in, they handle that easy. And Milky Way Apparel, yeah, you know the brand fly. for a city pride with the galaxy style. Community strong, that's the mission we rep. From the mic to the crowd, every episode set. So if you vibing with the stroll, don't forget what to do. Tap that like button and subscribe too. So if you vibing with the show, don't forget what to do. Tap that like button and subscribe too. Share it with your crew, let the whole city know. Off the bench, London is the place to go. Off the bench, if you rocking with the show, let me hear you say yeah. Hit subscribe now, help the movement grow here. From the bar conversations to the stories we tell. Every episode feel like ringing the bell. So until next time, keep your passion intense. From the whole team here at Off the Bench. Malcolm the Milkman, Noel. Scott the Visionary. Oh! Off the bench. Off the bench. London, we'll catch you next episode. Oh! Off the bench. Yeah. Off the bench. London. We'll catch you next episode.